So we are today talking about Mundell model of assignment problem. In the last class we have discussed Swan model of assignment problem. So this is Mundell model of assignment problem. Let me give you an introduction first. This is the model developed by Robert A. Mundell, and he published an article titled The Appropriate Use of Monetary and Fiscal Policy for Internal and External Stability, published in 1962. And according to the Mundell model of assignment problem, fiscal policy will be earmarked for obtaining internal balance, and monetary policy could be applied for obtaining external balance. This is a departure from the Swan model of assignment problem. According to the Swan model of assignment problem, exchange rate policy is suitable for obtaining external balance, and fiscal monetary policies are suitable for obtaining internal balance, and then only the overall equilibrium of internal balance and external balance in tandem will be possible. At the same time, Robert A. Mundell, according to his model, monetary policy should be earmarked for obtaining external balance, and fiscal policy should be earmarked for obtaining internal balance. So let me say about assignment problem. Assignment problem is the assigning the suitable policies for obtaining both internal balance and external balance. Only the appropriate assignment leads to convergence. The wrong assignment or inappropriate assignment leads to divergence. The economy will never achieve the overall balance if the policies are inappropriate, or if the assignment is wrong or inappropriate. So internal balance is the situation in the domestic economy when there is full employment with price stability. There is no inflation, there is no deflation, and the price stability is obtained. Full employment is also obtained. So that is the case of internal balance. At the same time, external balance is the situation of BOP's equilibrium. There is no trade deficit for a long period of time. There is no surplus too. So the economy, the balance of payments are in equilibrium. So these are the two policies, monetary policy and fiscal policy. Could be applied for obtaining internal balance and external balance. According to the Mundell model, monetary policy should be earmarked for obtaining external balance, as it will impact when monetary policy is contractionary, so that then it could lead to the increase in rate of interest. Capital inflow will be resulted when the monetary policy is contractionary. So at the same time, fiscal policy should be earmarked, according to Robert A. Mundell, only for obtaining internal balance. So what impact fiscal policy could make on internal balance? So fiscal policy, especially related to government expenditure, increase or decrease in government expenditure. If the fiscal policy is contractionary, government expenditure will be cut down. When government expenditure is cut down, the income of the economy will be contracted, demand will be contracted. So that means inflation will be controlled when government expenditure is reduced. At the same time, during the time of deflation, during the time of recession, in order to stimulate the economy, government expenditure could be increased, or the fiscal policy could be expansionary in nature to boost up the demand, to overcome the situation of unemployment or deflation. Expansionary fiscal policy could be obtained. So this is the type of assignment, this is the type of policies for obtaining both internal and external balance. Here we have to deal with 4 types of situations. The situations of disequilibrium, in both the internal economy and external sector of the economy. First situation is unemployment surplus, second one is inflation deficit, third one is unemployment deficit, and fourth situation of disequilibrium is inflation and surplus. So let's look at the assignment problem during these type of disequilibrium of the economy. First one is surplus country with unemployment, surplus in the external sector, that means BOP surplus, and unemployment in the internal economy. So both internal economy and external economy are in disequilibrium. That means this is the case of both internal and external imbalance. So all these four cases are the cases of both external and internal imbalances. So we need to have both internal and external balance in tandem. So what kind of policies could be applied in these kinds of situations? First one is surplus country with unemployment. That means here the first two cases, take the first two cases, unemployment surplus and inflation deficit. So these are the two situations of internal and external imbalance where there is no need for any assignment problem. So that means here the similar kind of policy is required. There is no need for any type of assignment. We need to have some policies, but all the policies can be similar during the first two cases of both internal and external imbalance. So first two cases are unemployment surplus and inflation deficit. So similar policies of fiscal policy and monetary policy are required for obtaining internal and external balance in these two kinds of situations. So take the case of first situation of disequilibrium, unemployment and surplus. So in order to remove the situation of unemployment, we need to have an expansionary policy. We need to boost up the demand. We need to stimulate the economy. For that, we need to bring in the expansionary fiscal policy to remove the situation of unemployment. We need to increase the government expenditure. So that is the medicine for the case of unemployment in the internal economy. So internal balance in this case will be possible through expansionary fiscal policy. According to Mundal, fiscal policy for internal balance and monetary policy only for external balance for obtaining overall balance of the economy. So expansionary fiscal policy for removing unemployment and for removing the surplus to bring back the BOP's equilibrium. The expansionary monetary policy should be applied. So what does the expansionary monetary policy mean? That means reduction in rate of interest and increase in money supply. So when money supply is increased, rate of interest will come down. When rate of interest is coming down compared to the nation, foreign nation, the capital outflow will happen. That means the surplus will be wiped out when the interest differential in the foreign nation is greater than that of the domestic economy. So capital outflow will happen, surplus will be reduced, surplus will be wiped out ideally. That means unemployment will be removed, surplus will be removed. The overall equilibrium will be possible through expansionary fiscal and monetary policy. Second situation of disequilibrium here is inflation and deficit. In this case, all the policies, so both the policies, both fiscal policy and monetary policy should be contractionary in nature to control inflation and reduce deficit. So only thing you have to keep in mind here that Mundal argued that only fiscal policy should be earmarked for obtaining the internal balance. That means for controlling inflation, we need to have contractionary fiscal policy of reducing government expenditure and controlling the government spending, reducing the demand in the economy and controlling the inflation. So that is the medicine for internal balance in this case. So second case is deficit in the BOP's sector. So BOP's deficit should be reduced through contractionary monetary policy of increase in rate of interest and reduce in money supply. So when money supply is reduced, rate of interest will increase. So when rate of interest will increase compared to the foreign country, the capital inflow will happen as to get more return from higher rate of interest. So the first two cases will be removed through the similar kind of policy. Unemployment surplus will be controlled through expansionary fiscal and monetary policy. Inflation deficit will be removed through contractionary fiscal and monetary policy. So the assignment problem will really arises for the third and fourth cases of unemployment deficit and inflation surplus. So let's look at the third situation of internal imbalance and external imbalance. So here we have deficit unemployment situation. That means a nation has BOP's deficit. At the same time, the domestic economy is also suffering from unemployment. Internal imbalance is there. External imbalance is also there. So both are in fact different. We need to have a different type of fiscal and monetary policy. The similar policies cannot be applied in this case. So we need to have appropriate assignment for obtaining internal balance and external balance in this situation. Inappropriate assignment leads to divergence. Appropriate assignment or suitable policies application only will obtain the overall equilibrium according to Robert A. Mundell. Here let's look at both the appropriate and inappropriate assignment of fiscal and monetary policies by the government in the cases of third situation and fourth situation. Look at the diagram, you can see the third situation is unemployment deficit, fourth situation is inflation surplus. For that we need to draw a diagram to show how do internal balance and external balance could be possible. Along the horizontal axis, government expenditure is measured, denoted by G. Along the vertical axis, rate of interest is measured along the vertical axis, denoted by R. So increase in R refers to contractionary monetary policy. Reduction in R refers to expansionary monetary policy. Increase in G refers to expansionary fiscal policy, that means increase in government expenditure, and reduction in G refers to contractionary government expenditure, that means reduction in government expenditure. So let's look what type of policies could be needed for obtaining both internal and external balance in the situation of unemployment in the internal economy and deficit in the external sector of the economy. And here we have YY schedule and BB schedule. YY schedule refers to the internal balance schedule. If the economy is on the YY schedule, the internal balance is there. There is no inflation, there is no unemployment in that situation. BB schedule refers to the external balance schedule on which the economy, the BOPs of the nation is in balance. There is no inflation, there is no deficit, there is no surplus if the economy is on the BB schedule, and we need to have the overall balance. We need to have both internal balance and external balance in tandem. For that, the point E is required. where BB schedule and YY schedule are intersecting each other. So let's look both appropriate and inappropriate assignment here. In this case of unemployment and deficit, let's start from the point H in the diagram. That is in the area of the third case, unemployment deficit situation. So let's first look the inappropriate assignment for obtaining internal balance and external balance, the case of unemployment and deficit. So here point H is standing in between YY schedule and BB schedule. So in that situation, unemployment is there and deficit is there. So in order to have internal balance first, or in order to control the unemployment here, the application of wrong policy is considering here first, that is the inappropriate assignment. So for reducing the unemployment in the economy, for attaining the internal balance, rate of interest is decreased. That is the case of expansionary monetary policy here is wrongly applied for the internal balance. So internal balance could be possible through expansionary monetary policy. When rate of interest is declined, the economy will be stimulated. So the economy will reach YY schedule on which there is no internal imbalance. But the situation here is the external balance is still away from equilibrium, and there is deficit in that situation. You can see deficit is there in that situation. So in order to remove the deficit, here the policy is wrongly implementing is fiscal policy for BOP's equilibrium. So for attaining the BOP's equilibrium, reducing the deficit, government expenditure is reduced. So when government expenditure is reduced, total income will be reduced, total import will be reduced, deficit could be corrected. So that is also a possibility, but that is not the right policy, as even though the economy will obtain external balance through reduction in government expenditure, reduction in import, and deficit could be corrected. In this situation, the economy will touch the BB schedule, but the issue here is that internal balance will still further away from equilibrium. So for obtaining the internal balance, again the expansionary monetary policy here is applied. In that case, that means rate of interest is declined significantly. So this will continue and overall equilibrium will not be obtained. This is the inappropriate assignment, or this is the unsuitable policies. This is the application of wrong policies for both internal balance and external balance. So for obtaining the overall balance here, for obtaining the convergence in this situation, we need to have the appropriate assignment. So that is the let us start from point H, that is in between YY schedule and BB schedule in the case of 3 unemployment deficit case. So from that situation, in order to obtain the external balance, rate of interest is increased. So rate of interest increasing means this is the application of a contractionary monetary policy for obtaining external balance. So that is a right policy according to Robert A. Mundell. When a rate of interest is increased, capital inflow will happen, deficit will be wiped out, surplus external sector equilibrium will be possible, BOP's equilibrium will be possible when deficit is corrected through contractionary monetary policy. So that is the case of the vertical axis where rate of interest is measured along. And then the situation here is BB schedule is obtained, That is the case of BOP's equilibrium, but internal balance is still away from equilibrium. So for that, unemployment is the case here. In order to wipe out the unemployment or reduce the unemployment, government expenditure is increased. This is the case of expansionary fiscal policy is being applied in this case. So internal balance is obtained. Then there is a small disturbance in external sector equilibrium. Again, deficit is the case when government expenditure increased and income increased, then import increased. So that is the reason for deficit in this case. So in order to overcome the situation, again rate of interest increased slightly according to the situation. That means capital inflow will again takes place to reduce the deficit. The overall equilibrium will be finally possible. E will be obtained. That is the point of both internal and external sector converging in at point E. So this is the point of convergence. Only appropriate policies could lead to convergence. Inappropriate policy could lead to divergence. So let's wind up the presentation after looking the fourth situation also. After that, I will conclude the presentation. Fourth situation is the case of inflation and surplus. Inflation in the domestic economy, surplus in the external sector. So wrongly, when the policies are inappropriate, the overall equilibrium will be away from reality. So let's first look at the inappropriate assignment first for obtaining internal balance and external balance in the case of inflation and surplus. So for suppose the situation here is R. Look at the point R, that is lying in between YY schedule and BB schedule, where the economy is suffering from inflation and BOP sector is in surplus. So for reducing inflation and obtaining internal balance, rate of interest is increased. So that is also a possibility, but that is not the right policy according to Robert A. Mundell, as overall balance will not be possible when the policies are wrong. But for the time being, inflation will be controlled. But the situation here, the issue here is that the external balance will be away from reality. It will be further away from the equilibrium. So then in that case, in order to reduce the surplus case, in order to reduce the surplus, expansionary government expenditure will be obtained. So that is also a possibility, although it is inappropriate. When government expenditure is increased, income will be increased, then import will be increased, surplus will be wiped out ideally. But when external sector equilibrium is possible or BOP's equilibrium is possible, here internal balance still will be disturbed, then inflation will be possible. So when there is inflation, again wrongly rate of interest is increased, then inflation could be controlled, but the overall equilibrium will be far from reality as the policies are inappropriate. Although the policies are inappropriate, the policies have their own impact on both internal balance and external balance. But here, what is the right policy here at the point of R? So from point R, where inflation is there and surplus is there, right policies are monetary policy for external balance and fiscal policy for internal balance. So here in this case of R, in order to obtain external sector equilibrium or BOP's equilibrium, rate of interest is coming down. Rate of interest has come down as the BOP surplus is there. In order to wipe out the surplus, rate of interest is come down. That means compared to the foreign nation, rate of interest is low. Then capital outflow will happen as the domestic rate of interest is lower than the foreign country. Capital outflow will happen. So that means surplus will be wiped out. Then the economy will reach on point B, on the line B, on the BB schedule. so on which there is no BOP's disequilibrium. So BOP's equilibrium is possible on point B, but here issue is that internal balance is disturbed. So in order to obtain the internal balance, government expenditure could be reduced. So contractionary fiscal policy should be applied when there is inflation in the economy, rather than monetary policy. Contractionary fiscal policy should be applied for obtaining internal balance by reducing inflation according to Mundal. So through this policy assignment, the overall equilibrium of E will be obtained when appropriate policies are applied according to Robert A. Mundal. So let me conclude the presentation. Here, according to Swan model, exchange rate policy should be applied for external balance, and fiscal monetary policies should be applied for both internal balance. But making a departure from the Swan model, Robert A. Mundal argued that fiscal policy should be earmarked only for obtaining internal balance, and monetary policy should be applied only for external balance in the economy. So let's also look at some of the criticisms raised against Mundal model of assignment problem. And so no exchange rate policy was suggested by Mundal, as devaluation and revaluation are the direct exchange rate policies in the case of external sector imbalance, or for obtaining the BOP's reducing the BOP's deficit, devaluation is possible, and for reducing the surplus, revaluation is possible, but that was completely ignored by Robert A. Mundal. And for having overall balance, we need to have a judicious decisions are required from the part of the government while implementing policies of fiscal policies and monetary policies for both internal balance and external balance.